Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing well. It is day 13. 1 and 3. 1 and 3 equals 4. 4 is for change. They usually associate Friday the 13th with like the horror movies and things of that nature, but we're not gonna lower ourselves to that. All right, we're gonna keep our vibrations high. Positive thinking. No horror stories. Man, these bugs be bugging me, man. I'm gonna jump around with different things, different topics, different stuff. Bear with me. All right. The Lord will not put more on you than you can bear. All right. Hey, firstly, I gotta say, I have a new list of ladies that I have a crush on. I have to add Coco Jones. I like the way she sings. Her songs have I would say encouraged me. Ella May, I know Ella May is a very beautiful woman. I like her music as well. I hope she's not mad at me. Ella May, I'm a fan. I like your music. I like your voice. What's that on a beat? And you know who I like too? Even though I'm not too fond of how she looks now, Ariana Grande. I think she's a very beautiful girl, but I'm just not a fan of how she looks now. And that's no disrespect to you, young lady. I don't know. I think the extreme weight loss, I don't know, it just looks different. I like you. I like the old Ariana Grande. I'm not a fan of how you look now. That's no disrespect. All right, whatever makes you happy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say for the relationship people, I want to refer to y'all some movies. The first movie I want to refer to you guys is there's a movie called Breaking All the Rules with Jamie Foxx and Gabrielle Union. If you have not got a chance to see that movie, please sit down and watch it and analyze it and break it down. It speaks on some of the things that we're going through now, relationship-wise. Another movie, I was just watching it the other night. I should have done a breakdown on it when I watched it. Is Boomerang, Eddie Murphy, Halle Berry, and what's that young lady's name? Lord forgive me. What's that girl's name? She used to be married to Mike Tyson. Man, I can't think of her name. But anyway, her. All right? Very good movie, relationship-wise. In the movie, I'm going to be honest with you, I would have chose Halle Berry. All right? I wouldn't have chose the other lady. I would have chose Halle Berry. All right? There would have been no mistakes. The movie would have been over for me. It would have been a short film because I would have chose Halle Berry. Right? Another movie that I want you relationship people to watch, right? People that are like, I talk about so much crazy stuff, man. Like this division between men and women. Watch the movie, I think it's called Two Can Play the Game with Vivica Fox. I think that's the name of the movie. Right? Watch that movie. Right? And also How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy, I think his name is. All right? Those are the movies you need to watch. And those are classics, right? They're old school movies, but they're classics. And you could think about the relationship things going on nowadays. All right? Man, it's hot out here. I'm trying to think about what else. I would say, listen, God makes no mistakes. It's hot out here. It's cooking. But I want to be out in the sun. I want to get some of my get my melanin up. All right. Get some of this positive UV rays and positive energy coming off of the sun. All right. Because we are children of the sun. I want to say this real quick. Universal Creator, please give me the right words to say that I may not offend or hurt anybody's feelings. Make it so. Around the world, for this is just my opinion, for a strong possibility, a lot of the world was composed of melanated people. Right? That's why you have the different shades of different colors now. Right? And most of the people are, I would say, byproducts of the melanated woman, the black woman. The father was probably a different race. The father was probably Arab. The father was probably Asian. The father was probably European. The father was probably Indian. Right? And thus you have the different dynamics of people around the world. I wonder sometimes if men don't get along. Like, you know how they say women don't get along? I wonder if sometimes if men don't get along as to why we have so much racial division amongst us. Because to me, we have the same great grandmother, right? But nowadays we have different fathers, right? But we can't get along. That's my opinion. Look around the world. You regardless of what their race is, you will see somebody that looks like somebody based on their features. You're like, that person is Asian, but they look just like my cousin. That person is Indian, but they look just like my aunt. You understand what I'm saying? Woo, it's cooking out here. Got about my towel. What else I want to talk about, man? Hey, the corruption thing is not good. But God makes no mistakes. Now, folks, if I was being investigated for money laundering, right, and I was in a political office or a position of power, and I then hired my Lord help me get away from me. I hired a family member or a close friend. Would that be a conflict of interest? And then people say that you're lying on them, and it's lies. You're being investigated for corruption and money laundering, and the person doing the investigating is somebody that is close to you, a friend to you, family to you. Is that a conflict of interest? I was listening to a video and it made a lot of sense. A lot of times, be careful what you wish for because you're going to get it. If you're comfortable with somebody that is corrupt, a criminal, right? Do not be surprised by criminal activities. Do not be surprised by corruption. Do not be surprised by theft. If you're comfortable with a thief, let's example, if you were a thief, all right? They said, there's no honor amongst thieves. If you're a thief and you're comfortable with a thief being in charge of your money, do not be surprised when they steal from you. Hope I'm not upsetting anybody. I just want to be honest. If you see yourself doing the same thing that person would probably be doing, you have to be comfortable and okay with what they're doing. If I was in that position, I'd probably be stealing money too. I'd be taking money too. I'd put my cousin or my uncle or whoever in charge of the investigation. If I'm being audited or being investigated or being questioned about the things that I'm doing with the money of the people, right? Young people, I have to say this to you, young people, especially young men. Poverty, what you know as poverty, is part of the game of the devil, Satan, wickedness, evil, jinn, genies, spirits, evil, negative, low vibrating entities that walk this plane, Nephilim, fallen angels, right? Poverty is part of the game because that way they can utilize money to manipulate and influence you to do anything. Do you think it's a surprise or a coincidence that the poorest places in the world that are struggling with economics, usually quality of life, poor quality of water, food, right? But they have access they have some of the most sophisticated access to scamming, stealing, criminal activities, weapons, guns. Do you think that is a surprise? The poorest places in the world, right, are some of the most violent places. Do you think that's a coincidence? I got my copper on too. I wanted to show you how the copper. Hey, it's easy to clean copper. All right. You can get some citric acid, anything like, lime, lemons, and then you can use salt as well to kind of grind off the corrosion or the infirmities of the residue off of the copper. Right? What I use sometimes, I use like lime or lemon juice. I use ketchup, and I use some salt to clean it. But to young men, listen, poverty is utilized so that people, quote unquote, with money can come influence you to, hey, take this gun and go do this. Go do that. Go do this. Go do that. Right? And that's why a lot of y'all end up in prison. Y'all can barely put food on the table, but y'all have access to guns and access to being a criminal, to scam, and to be a thief. Right? Because the powers that be want to put y'all in prison. They want you to be a slave. All right? They want you to have an alternative lifestyle. All right? You love women, but you're going to be surrounded around men for the rest of your life. Weirdo stuff. Lord, forgive me. I jumped around a little bit, but I hope everybody's having a good day. It is Friday, TGIF, regardless of the date. It is day 13 of the Manifest Challenge. I hope that you are staying on the journey to doing something positive, to manifest something positive in your life. Whether that is choosing to change your diet, choosing to work out, choosing to stop bad habits, choosing to start a new routine, whatever the case may be, to manifest something positive in your life. No pseudoscience, no negative spirituality components, nothing of ill will is in this agenda. All right? Just positivity. All right? Change your frequency, change your environment, right? And sometimes you may have to change your family. You sometimes have to change your friends that you're around, right? Because some of them have ill wills towards you. They hold ill will. Oh, I'm sweating behind me. Whoa, it's hot. Right? And like I said to y'all before, sometimes it's not on the outside, it's what's on the inside, right? Some people might be your cosmic enemy, right? They might be your cosmic enemy. Because I even up to today, even last night, I got people trying to gaslight me, and still trying to talk slick or make gestures about something that happened 20 something years ago. But it's all good. I'm not tripping. So last night I want to share this with y'all. Last night I had a dream, and in this dream I was traveling through the multiverse. And now I realize that the multiverse thing is real. Like one world can lead you into another world. It's kind of like, I can't really, man, I wish I'd remembered more about the dream, but this was real in the dream. Like I was traveling to different, excuse me, I was traveling to different places. It's kind of like, man, it's so hard for me to explain it. This dream was so crazy. So let's just say, um, let's just say you're walking on a road, right? And you come to a path where there's two roads, right? A fork or whatever, right? You take, let's say you take the left or you take the right, regardless of what path you choose to take. Then that road would then lead you to another road of say two or three roads, right? That's how it was for me in the dream, but only it wasn't roads. It was like, man, it's so hard for me to explain it. The dream was so unique, but I understand what the dream was showing me, that sometimes it's decisions or whatever the case may be that we take that leads us into the multiverse, right? Let's just say, for instance, quick example. If I chose to do my video at say 10 o'clock instead of doing it like what I'm doing it now, like around 9 o'clock, um, the things that I might be saying might be different, or I might be dressed differently, or I don't know. Think of it that way, right? But man, but the multiverse is real. Some people say that the internet is like the multiverse because you look at one video, for instance, like say on a social media site, and it will bring you down a rabbit hole of a whole bunch of different videos, usually by the same subject matter or something far off. And you just be going and going and going, and you going further down into the rabbit hole looking at these different videos, right? And whatever it is that you're interested in. It could be you're can't even get the words out. You might be interested in technology, right? So you look at a whole array of videos about technology. You might be into cars. It'll lead you into a whole bunch of videos about cars. You might be into economics, finance. It'll lead you a whole bunch of videos about economics and finances, right? You're into conspiracy theories. You're into the dark web. It's going to lead you to a whole bunch of, do you understand? Like that. So the internet is like a portal. Now, please tell me if you heard about this thing called the dead internet theory, that AI is really generating a lot of these videos. A lot of these videos that we look at are fake. That's why they say that when you apply for jobs now, a lot of those jobs are called ghost jobs. They're fake. So are we already living in an artificial fake world? Is this why society is breaking down? Is that the sign that artificial intelligence has already started to take over society? Lord, it's cooking out here. They're saying that America is ancient Egypt, based on the things they found in the Grand Canyon. That's where most of the Grand Canyon is. You have no access to it. I'm in the Pharaoh's Valley. Coincidence? I think not. I hope everybody has a great day. Hope you have a blessed weekend, a good weekend. All right. I just want to be as positive as possible. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, um, and I'm learning every day. Right? That's what we call this, a universe. I took a few college classes. I took a few college courses. I don't have any degrees, but based on the credits that I do have, I have what you would say accumulates to what is an associate's degree. Right? Um, I'm not in no competition with anybody, and I'm not trying to be the smartest. I'm not trying to be the toughest. I'm not trying to be none of that stuff. Right? I just want to live my life and be a positive person. Like I told you guys, I am a new person now. Changes that I've had in my life and things that happened to me, I see myself as a whole different person now. Right? But if I had the opportunity to debate or speak with anybody that is super educated, I have to quote my patwa. I will mash them up. Right? I'm afraid of no degree. I know nothing like that. Right? Who or what is more powerful or more knowledgeable than universal creator? God have mercy on us. Chosen ones, I love you and I appreciate you. People with a soul, I appreciate you and I love you. Continue on your journey. Stay strong. Stay motivated. Stay focused. People trying to get on the journey, change your life. Change your bad habits. Change your diet. Change your friends. Cut off some of your family. I hate to say it. All right? Some of them are negative. Some of them mean you no good. I have to be honest. All right? Based on things that's happening right now, I have to be real with y'all. I have family that's been deported. Deported to Jamaica. I was born in St. Andrews, Jamaica. So I understand things that are happening, right? Do not be a fool. People, do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. Corruption and wickedness has taken over, right? So if we accept corruption and wickedness, then we are a part of the problem. That's what I heard on the video. It's very, very deep. Are we a part of the problem? Have a good day. I say ashe.